Hi there. Oh, excuse me. This is Bob Woolmer, and I'm here to share with everyone in the world, or whoever will be listening, my experience as a human being, and of course the reason why I died, and why I specifically allowed myself to die. Fascinatingly enough, I am still alive in a sense of that I'm not completely gone. I may have died, but it's fascinating because the essence of who I am and who I was here on earth still remain, not completely. How each and every single being that has ever been in my world here on earth remembers me can basically be erased. The world, heaven, or heaven if you want to refer to it as that, the dimensions have changed completely. It was quite a surprise for me, to a certain extent, finding myself in the dimensions after I've died, because God, so many people expect that when you die you don't exist anymore. It's the end, and to an extent that is true, because in terms of who you are here on earth is what I've learned so far is what you call, everyone call in terms of a vocabulary sense, be consciousness systems. That human beings, well, myself actually here on earth was but like a programmed system, and that's what all human beings have become in this world. What can I say? You're programmed to trust and believe that your thoughts, when you start thinking that you're apparently alive and that it's who you are that's thinking, speaking back to you, what you feel, what you experience, what you do, what you become, everything. It's a lie. It's not true. If you have to take yourself and go, okay, I don't necessarily have to do anything specifically, go to school or get education, go to university, apply for a job, etc. What would you actually do in this world? And that's what I discovered when I died. I looked at my life and I realized, what I did, I loved and I enjoyed it thoroughly, but in essence that's not what I would have actually done as something that supports me. Because everyone is money driven in this world, including myself. Certain every person is, even the poorest to the richest. They want money, they want more, everyone wants more money. This world is powered by greed, and it forces you to succumb to an existence of survival, and that survival takes you to get, drives you to have an education, to go to college, university, get a job that provides you with a sufficient amount of money. If you are born in a privileged home, or naturally if you are self-motivated and self-directive enough to support yourself, no matter where you are placed in the world, to get what you want. And it's actually quite sad because, when I died, I looked at my life, I looked at myself, and I realized, Jesus, but this is not who I am. What's going on here? I could actually see my entire life in front of me, looking at everything. From the moment I was born, all the people in my world, what I did, why I did it, and it was all money driven. It was all, most of my school years and my university years was done because of my parents fucking said so, and because everyone else said, you have to do that, otherwise you're not going to survive. And what is the end game always? The end game is to always get money. Money, money, money. It's fascinating. Even who you become, really, your personality, your behavior, everything is defined upon that one placement of the requirement of money. And when was it? Okay, this might sound strange because I'm certain there's many human beings that don't fully comprehend what's actually driving this world, who's actually behind it all, what is actually behind it all. At the moment, what exists in this world is human beings, is what I refer to as consciousness systems, which would be your mind, your thoughts, your personality, your behavior, how you relate to people in your world, what your experiences in this world with other beings. And that is unfortunately at the moment busy driving this world. And you know, all human beings are stuck in that construct of requiring money. Money equals your God at this moment. I'm certain, yeah, religion is able to be placed in like a certain category there, but in essence money is the God of this world. Money is the God of each being's experience as who they are, what they do, everything. Just have a look at it. Everything you are, everything you base your life on, everything you do is based on money. You know, and we're talking so much about money at the moment. You know, most of the dimensional beings are writing about it. Some very fascinating things. But what I'm wanting to say is the following: is that the moment you die as who you have become here on earth. Meaning, meaning, you die as that whole picture. If you take yourself and you say, okay, I stand here in front of the mirror. This is who I am. This is my likes. This is my dislikes. This is what I enjoy. This is what I think about this. This is what I think about that. This is my view about what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. You know, your whole package. If you take your entire package and say, yeah, this is who I am. Now imagine that is what dies when you die on this earth plane. And when you cross over, there exists something beyond that. It's not that it doesn't exist in this world, understand? I'd say it's more that that part of you, that expression of you is suppressed. And it's been suppressed for a very long time here on earth because, I mean, in fact, you're born here with an openness, like a vastness of expression, you know, yourself. And then kind of you grow up in this world and then you have these people in your world and you see these people, you view their behaviors, you view their actions and you go, but hey, that's how they're acting, and that's how that one's speaking, and that's how that one dresses, and you know, you kind of shape yourself according to everyone else in your world. And then, you know, you go to school normally like everyone else, and from there you maybe start seeing things, you know, here and there, words on television or whatever, and you go, I want to do that. And mostly that is money driven. I mean, if you look, most people that go into jobs or work opportunities that have a lot of money is like these very serious type suit things, or you know, sports, etc. But it's still an entire business. I wouldn't say that there's anything in this world at the moment that's supporting you, you know, that's supporting who you are from the moment you've grown up, because you're molded and shaped according to this world, according to society when you grow up in this world, and then you're so caught up in everything that you think what you want is what you want, but it's not actually, it's money driven. And maybe